Well, joining us now is Danny McIntyre, the Chief Executive of recruitment agency Prime Staff, and from Dundee, forensic jeweller Maria Maclennan, who, as you can see, has got some amazing tats. We'll get to you in a minute, Maria, and find out why you've got them. But Danny, just tell me, first of all, you put people in jobs all over the country every day.
Yeah.
Do you consider what kind of impact a tattoo will make on potential employers?
Yes, we always take that into consideration when we meet with the candidates. But we would certainly say that whatever position they actually apply for, they tend to dress accordingly.
Okay, Maria, your tattoos are absolutely incredible. Why did you get them? Why did you decide to do this?
Thank you. I don't know is the complete honest answer, and I think a lot of people feel like they maybe have to give some philosophical explanation or description because of a lot of the tattoo television programmes that exist these days. And quite simply, it can be just that because you like the aesthetic style and appearance, and that is my own personal reason, if I had to say I had one.
So how do people respond to you in your workplace? Because there's no hiding yours, is there? You can't just roll your sleeves down, it's very evident.
Absolutely, yes. I like to do things by extremes, I don't like to do things by half, so I think if you're going to commit, why not commit the full way? I think the reactions vary, obviously. In the workplace, I can't say I've ever had any problems at interview or in obtaining a job, or then again just actually in the job itself. Certainly in other contexts of my life, of course there are varying reactions, but in terms of employment, I can't say it's been an issue for me personally.
Danny, you have got clients who will say specifically they don't want people with tattoos. I mean, what would some of your clients think of Maria's tattoos today?
Well, I think...
and why don't they want people with tattoos, I should add?
I think there is a lot of preconceived ideas, but I think if someone comes along and they're eloquent and they're skilled in the position that they're applying for, then that would make so much difference in the first instance.
But are there not some companies that stipulate that no tattoos are allowed?
There are still a lot of the corporate giants, if you like, who still have a dress policy. And within that policy is a policy with regarding tattoos, male visible tattoos.
Why is that? Is it because they think it affects the credibility of the company?
I think if they look at this on the basis of what the ethos of the company and the image they're trying to project.
What do you think of that, Maria, that still today some big companies don't want people with tattoos?
I can appreciate that. I think it would be quite arrogant actually to assume that you could look a particular way and be eligible for any and every job. There will of course continue to be industries where appearance matters slightly more. It shouldn't, but we have to kind of be mindful of that. I think that obviously when you get a tattoo you need to take your career and what you want to do into consideration, but as was mentioned, I think your attitudes and what matters obviously is your education, your qualifications and your skills.
Okay, so it's seeing past the tattoos. Well, lots of people have been tweeting pictures of their tattoos at home, and we've got lots of comments here. Will Samington says, honestly can't see why tattoos should really matter in terms of employment. Individuality counts. Natty McLean, tattoos shouldn't matter to any job as long as you're good at what you do. And James says, in certain circumstances, I think employers should be able to discriminate against people with tattoos. And Dave says, he has a tattoo, but he's self-employed and owns his own driving school. What do you think? What jobs do you think, Danny, people just can't be allowed to have tattoos? I mean, maybe doctors, a judge. I mean, what do you think it's just beyond the pale?
Anything public-facing. I think within the major organisations. For example, we talk about front-facing people within like some young bank clerks and stuff like that. Now, as I've already said, that people think about what tattoos they're going to have before they set out on their career path. So there aren't many people that are going to have major tattoos on their face if they think they're going to